Early in the week, I was doing what anybody would do, scroll through social media, when this tweet hit the timeline. Tell me your least favorite Pokemon, one you genuinely despise, no basic answers allowed. And this led me into a thought spiral. I laid in bed for what felt like hours. It was like 10 minutes, but it dawned on me, there's no Pokemon I truly despise, because I'm filled with love in my heart and compassion for every little critter. Seriously, I think what makes Pokemon so cool is that every Pokemon is someone's favorite. I mean, look at the Legend Zaza starter selection, right? Like, everyone has a favorite. And so, left without a hit tweet, I thought about making like a silly Dondozo hate tweet, and I tweeted it only to find out my friend tweeted the same tweet 2 hours earlier. So I felt like a fool. I felt like a bozo for Dondozo. So I was thinking about Dondozo, and I don't really hate it. I think like the concept is cool as a Pokemon and like competitively, but then I remembered all the times this Pokemon has made me crash out. Like, not even 2 videos ago.
Okay, hit him with Moonlight Speed. This has to KO. No! What? Yes! No! Oh, you crit me, you. Ooh, there's not enough slurs in the Italian language for this.
Okay, so maybe some Pokemon piss me off competitively, and this made me realize that I am a YouTuber. I have basic video editing skills, I can yap, so here are some competitive Pokemon that piss me off. And as always, if you like this type of content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. I don't know, let's just get to the content. First up on this list, we have Dondozo Tatsugiri. Oh, you thought I was gonna mention Lil Bro and it not be the first Pokemon I have beef with? Let me be clear again, I think Dondozo Tatsugiri, cool concept. In fact, I want more double specific gimmicks. Creating a raid boss in the middle of a Pokemon battle? That's so freaking cool. It's just a shame that it leads to making the most mindless hyper offense teams or like poison stall teams, and there being almost no in between for this guy. And honestly, even then, that's not even enough to make me angry. I think what makes me pissed off is that forced 50-50 you have to take at the beginning of a game when your opponent has like a Dozo and an offensive mon, usually Calyrex Shadow in this regulation, because for some godforsaken reason, moves do not redirect to Dondozo. So if you target the random offensive Pokemon like the Calyrex that is threatening to blow you up, guess what? They switch to Giri, all your attacks inside Pokemon do nothing. And you're like, okay, I understand that, so let me attack the Dozo, and then the Calyrex stays in, and you just get blown up. So it just is a stupid 50-50 that you always have to deal with, and it's just not fun to play against. And then, like, it just make it make sense. Like, let's say Tatsugiri goes into a Dondozo, right? Then I click Hyper Beam into a Giri. It's inside of Dondozo. Like, how is the attack missing? The attack is going into this big ass chunky monkey of a Pokemon, and I'm missing. Make it make sense. Like, Dondozo is literally the elephant in the room. And honestly, even this isn't the thing that pisses me off the most. I think that like luck is always a part of Pokemon, but it's like exasperated when you're dealing with a +2/+2/+2 Omni boosted Giga Chad in Dondozo, and like if they get any bit of luck, it just stacks up, right? You're pivoting your Incin in and out, a Pokemon gets crit, that game plan just crashes. You need a Draco to hit, and it misses. They click Order Up to KO your Dragon, and it's just like, oh well, now you're just so far behind. And it's really, really rough. Like, let's say you're playing Trick Room or Tailwind, and they get that unfortunate double protect that just allows them to win, right? And it just sucks. I hope that they like really retune this Pokemon. It's just like we can get lucky too, and like it like changes a lot of the game too. But it's just frustrating when you're already playing a frustrating Pokemon and they get any slight luck. It's so awful. And like I said, Dondozo Tatsugiri pisses me off. But at least the mechanic is kind of cool, though. It's kind of clean. Armarouge and Sacrilege are some of my favorite designs. I love Mega Man EXE, and these guys make me want to dust off the old Game Boy and run through them. So why are they so cool? And Armarouge, yes, you, so lame to play against. And don't get me started on how boring side spam is. Herder, I'm playing the same team every single regulation with like maybe one mon difference. Oh, I'm actually just getting so mad thinking about it. Like, okay, this is the next tangent. Side spam players. Oh, never mind. I'm trying to stay monetized. Yeah, okay. Side spam is annoying. So you prep for hard trick room, right? And that's like fine. So imagine my surprise, you know, early Scarlet Violet, Regulation A. I'm hopping onto my favorite simulator, Pokemon Showdown, when some dweeb leads Armarouge and Palafin. I'm like, what the hell is this? What are you trying to do? Why are you wasting my time? Should have just brought the side spam mode. And he Choice Scarf flip turn triggered their own weakness policy while being weak armor, so doubling their speed into an expanding force that nuked my team. I hate close team sheet best of one ladder and Armarouge, and by extension Dondozo. I'm not done trashing you, little bro. These two Pokemon easily made the Scarlet Violet laddering experience awful, because if you were playing against an Armarouge team, you would have to be like, is this like a regular side spam team? Is this a weak armor team? And if you're playing Dondozo, it was like, oh, is it Terra Flying, Terra Grass, Terra Poison, Terra Steel? Does it have safety goggles? Is it Oblivious? Blah, blah, blah. I'm pissed off. If Gen 9 is like the LeBron of pissing me off, Gen 8 is the Michael Jordan of pissing me off. And no one exemplifies that more than Urshifu. Like, honestly, this Pokemon is fine in a vacuum. Urshifu does not piss me off. But like, why does it deal full damage to Protect? And if you don't know, in VGC, Protect is one of the best moves in the game. A move used to thwart offense, gain positional value, and stall if needed, as you are invulnerable to most status and attacks that aren't like Feint, which literally reads Break Protect. So here's this Pokemon that just completely breaks the rules of VGC, that in a generation was able to be blocked, right? In Generation 8, you had these Dynamax Pokemon, Max Guard, actually defended against Surging Strikes and stuff. Actually, in Generation 8, did you know that there was a mechanic that if a Max move hit a Protect, it dealt less damage? So obviously going into Generation 9 with no D-Max, with an insanely OP ability, they're gonna nerf it, right? Right? No, you're telling me Urshifu is going to deal full damage through Protect in a non-Dynamax format? Wow, I've always wanted this. If you can't tell, I'm choking and pissed off. I really wanted this ability just taken out back and shot, whether that's in Champions or the next generation, because there's no reason this should be allowed. And honestly, just nerf it. And even if you nerf it, it's still going to be broken. That's the problem with this stupid Pokemon. And I mean, since Regulation D, it's just been really hard to justify using like other water types due to just how strong this demon is. And honestly, that's what pisses me off the most. I love Palafin, and I can't even use Palafin when this freaky deaky water break through your protectors exists. But at least we finally got another water type physical tech that we can use in the form of Ogerpon. But like, it's hard. Like all the water type usage is just like gone because of Urshifu. And this isn't, I'm not even talking about the dark type. The dark type is just as broken. It's just that there's one that's even more broken. Hope you guys both get out back, taken out back, shot. That ability needs to get nerfed immediately, expeditiously, with speed and efficiency. At this point, I'm running out of hate. So for the one time, let's talk about the demon that was pre-Generation 7 Smeargle. Smeargle, before 2016 being a menace, was already a menace with the Psych Up Trick Room teams in like 2009. And if you don't know, before move exclusivity lock was a thing, Smeargle was able to sketch Darkrai's exclusive move, Dark Void, that had an 80% chance to put both Pokemon to sleep. Like, yeah, sure, man, totally balanced. You know, like, cause like, of course, just give it to it. Why not? In fact, you can attribute the Dark Void nerf straight to this menace, which is crazy work because Darkrai took the nastiest stray for no reason.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Also, back then, we didn't have these broken speed demons that we had today. So Scarf Smeargle was outspeeding everything and forcing you into the Dark Void sleep turns. Anything you're... I'll just target a Smeargle. Yeah, sure. Target the Smeargle when Xerneas is clicking Geomancy, Groudon is clicking Eruption or Pre-Blades, and there's a Kang lining up double edges just on demon timing. And let's say for a moment it lives a turn. Did you know back then, Moody can also boost evasion? That's right, for existing, living, you are also allowed to get a free evasion boost, courtesy of the Legion of Freaking Doom, and suddenly a new win condition was formed. Like honestly, VGC players talk about 2016 Smeargle like it was King Von, and honestly, it's true. Smeargle was a killer, a murderer.
One of Satan's greatest soldiers.
And don't believe me? Here is the winning in for day 2 of Worlds. I had a guaranteed win condition versus future world champion Shohei. And all of that thrown out the window the moment they get this evasion boost.
Is Smeargle going to be able to pull it off here?
We see Xerneas protect right now. Is Smeargle going to be able to survive this turn? Xerneas goes for a move.
Oh my gosh!
Dodges the ground, goes for an eruption.
Dodge it!
Oh, it connects! And is that enough to pick up the KO? It is enough to pick up the KO. And Shohei unfortunately did not have, that Smeargle could not hang on.
Anytime I watch this set, my heart drops sometimes. I feel like a war veteran hearing anytime I hear a stat boost, I just I get flashbacks and I'm thinking about this set. And honestly, I'll be honest, I never want anyone's tournament life to ever be on the line because the troll-ass Smeargle got a speed boost, an evasion boost, yada yada yada. Hell, this Pokemon is even now still annoying with the dreaded Muck Smeargle combo, one that my good friend Marcos Moxie Boosted made a whole ass video on. With double restricted coming on the horizon, I fear this Pokemon will only be getting better, and that pisses me off. And with that is few Pokemon that piss me off competitively. Honestly, I'm not excited to look back and have to hear how I sound when I'm like getting hyped and angry. So hopefully I don't sound like too much of a dweeb. I'm holding my emotional support Celebi because I was pissed off. But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't edited a video in so long, so I'm glad I got off my behind to do this. If you want to see more content like this, and you made it to the end of the video, comment your emotional support Pokemon. Be like, my emotional support X, Y, Z. Mine's a Celebi. Other than that, you know, catch me when I stream like so often. I'll be at Moxie Boosted for their subathon. So catch me there. Other than that, I like Pokemon. Like, it's so hard to genuinely hate Pokemon. Even like when making this video, I'm like, I love these guys. I just like hate certain aspects, and I had to let the hate flow. But yeah, bye bye.